Good morning, lovelies. So this is basically a rehash on how to make a sigil. Unfortunately, the Zoom kind of crashed and wasn't able to record the call, or it recorded part of it that was irrelevant. So I want to offer this to you guys as a refresher on everything that we went over, and also to um, give the tools that I gave to you guys in the live to people who weren't able to make it. So the reason we use a sigil, which is a symbol, like this one, for instance, I don't know if you can see that right there, my middle finger, that's a sigil. It's a combination of letters that stands for a word that my mind recognizes and my eyes recognize to mean a specific thing. So in this course, we're talking a little bit about creating like a mantra and your intention. So if you've come up with your intention, let's say your intention is to save $1,000 by Christmas or something like that, right? So let's say, working with that, my intention is to save $1,000 by Christmas. So you can break that down to something even smaller. Save $1,000, right, by Christmas. So we can do a sigil based on that, and that would look something like this. Let's say we broke it down even more. Save 1,000 by Xmas, let's say. Right? So let's say this here is what you're working with. Take the first letter of each word, and then we'll kind of put the 1,000 in there. So we have S, B, and then I'm going to use the X and the M because that way you kind of know what's going on. So let's say this is something that this looks like. So I use the 1 and the SB and a 0. That's going to kind of make up the idea of 1,000, right? And then the S for save, 1,000 by, and then X, and this is actually an M, but it looks like a W. So they're kind of, really what you want to do is, it's kind of a trick on the mind to just allow yourself to continue thinking about what your goal is. So let me draw a little bit more simple one. Let's say that you want to bring some love into your life and you want to create a sigil around love. You take out all the vowels, so no O, no E, and you're left with L and V. So L and V, right? You see the L here, L and V. I don't know, the V's right there. So that's the basic sigil. Then you can add a little symbol around it, right? Let's say a heart, because that's something else that you recognize. It's all about creating something that you recognize that instantaneously triggers you to kind of say like an affirmation or a confirmation of what your goal is, right? What you're bringing in. So here's another example of using the letters of a sentence. If you can't break your intention or your mantra down to a single word, like money, wealth, love, abundance, transition was one that someone used yesterday. You can use a sentence, but we're going to go ahead and take the first letter of each word, right? A-O-M-C-E, and that's going to look something like, and it can, play around with it, redraw it a couple times. A-O-M-C-E, right? So here is a sigil in regards to an A on my chemistry exam. So you have the A in the center, you have the O, M, C, and E. So that's how you're going to draw your sigil. Now, once you have something that you like, and you can put flowers around it, you can put anything that feels right to you. You want it to be something that you recognize and you get excited about, and you instantly kind of repeat your mantra to yourself. So, and this is something that we want to use on the center of our grid. This is our main intention. And then on the sides of the grid, you have a receiving side and a giving, like a letting go side. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the future, so don't worry about that right now. Just focus on creating your sigils. If you have any questions, let me know, and I also sent out how to charge the sigils in the next video, which actually went out yesterday, so you've received that. There's a link in there to YouTube, and that's how you'll find this one too. So good luck, have fun, draw something that you like, make a couple copies of it, take a photo of it on your phone. I would love to see you guys like put them on your fridge or on your mirror. Take a photo, have it as your wallpaper on your phone. The more you see it, the more you're going to activate that mindset, and you're going to repeat and integrate what you're working on. All right, guys, thanks so much. If you have any questions, let me know. Ciao.